What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Untold.
Yeah.
This is episode 125.
Okay, 125. Okay, I'm with it.
And at the upcoming premium live event, Queen and King of the Ring, in the main event, it is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the undisputed championship.
Okay. Is it both titles, right?
Nope.
He's not doing it.
He ripped the contract up for
So
both
he's not
titles.
gonna do with the. Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay.
So it's
just the undisputed.
It would make sense since he's the American Nightmare to have that.
Okay.
But
Yeah. He didn't want the North American title.
But we are going to be looking at what they have done since their debut / return, because Cody Rhodes came back WrestleMania 38, 2022 as a year for you guys, and he defeated Seth Rollins as a mystery opponent.
Yeah.
And we thought that who do we think was coming back? Goldberg was coming.
We had an idea that he was coming though. We had an idea that Cody was coming. I know it was like we believe he's coming. We weren't 100% sure. We had a good idea, like the dirt sheets or whatever they call them. They were constantly saying it was Cody.
And Logan Paul also had a match tonight, which wasn't as memorable. The Miz and Logan Paul defeated the Mysterios.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You even picture that match in your head? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
So both came back, and we're gonna be seeing basically what they have done since they have debuted / returned.
Okay. So we're gonna check up on their stats since has it been 2 years? Has it been 3 years?
2 years.
Was that 2022?
2022. It's
Okay.
38.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so first off, we're gonna go based on the title matches and then the championship.
Okay.
So Cody Rhodes, of course, 2-time undisputed. He challenged Roman Reigns twice.
2 WrestleManias in a row.
2 WrestleManias, 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
He had a United States champion match with Austin Theory, and Austin Theory actually won that. I checked that. Austin Theory beat Cody
I do recall
Rhodes.
that. I recall.
And then him and Jey Uso did win the tag titles, which is weird, but they won it. They beat the Judgment Day. It's here. They won actually both. So Cody Rhodes is a former Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when the
titles
are
together. It was a waste of time, I felt like. It didn't make sense to give them the titles.
Both of them together?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
They were just a funny tag team. And
it was
Cody
a
Rhodes
very confusing storyline.
And as you see on Logan Paul, he has not done as much. He comes here and there. He's won the U.S. Championship, which is his current belt.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice that they waited long for him to have the title. He beat a Hall of Famer, I guess I should say, Rey Mysterio.
If to put it in perspective, he's been a wrestler for 2 years, and he already has a singles title. So in comparison to Cody, no, because Cody's been a wrestler for decades.
Cody's been a wrestler since
he's just been back in WWE for 2 years. I would assume like, I don't know how old he is exactly, but I would assume probably the year 2000 is probably his first time wrestling.
Year 2000.
Yeah, I would assume like, if he's my age, it would have to be, if you do the math, he would have had to been at least 17, 18, 19 years old before he wrestled a professional. He wrestled unprofessional matches all the time, but Logan Paul will have a singles match, a singles title this soon, where there's wrestlers that's been wrestling for decades that have never had single titles.
Well, they don't have 100 million subscribers on YouTube.
But that's true too. Like Jey Uso don't have a singles title. He doesn't have a singles title. He's not won a U.S. He's not won an Intercontinental. I assume he's never,
It's the perfect time to give him the heavyweight.
Maybe.
Okay, so now we're gonna be looking at the big wins that they have. Okay, so Cody Rhodes. Did you like the Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins feud when he first came here?
Oh, I love that. That's when he had the pectoral that was torn. That was burgundy.
That was 3 matches.
I love that.
3 matches, and Cody Rhodes won every single one.
Yeah.
And I think one of them was at a main event of a pay-per-view.
One was a Hell in a Cell, right?
That was the main event one. The Backlash one was
that was
like
the last one, because his whole pectoral was like red, and it was basically like we watched the documentary, and they were saying how like you couldn't do anything worse to it because they were going to surgically repair it. So he basically just went out and dealt with the pain or what have you.
Drew McIntyre was actually ready that night to perform.
Yeah.
Because he was actually backstage that night, and they did say that Drew versus Seth Rollins would happen.
that elevated him way more than I think anything he had done in his career. To see him come out and he's like holding his arm a certain way and he's not moving his shoulder a whole lot, but he's still able to kind of endure. It shows a lot of heart.
How weird
and
would
people
it be?
love that.
How weird would it be if it was Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins with Cody Rhodes' father's attire on?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, Cody Rhodes is saving us here.
He became a legend in that match, in my opinion.
Cody Rhodes also defeated...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cody Rhodes also defeated...
We're doing the wrong arms, too. You're supposed to do this one.
Your tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Which was the greatest match this year is probably going to give us.
Yeah, he lost to Roman, defeated Roman. So, yeah, that was good. I mean, I thought he was going to lose Roman again, honestly.
Come on, people.
There was so much more lemon left in that squeeze for Roman. And it still is, and it can be.
But that match with The Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody Rhodes, that match was all we needed, honestly. People was like, all right, now watching night 2.
Yeah. Who else you have on here that he's defeated? But he's also defeated Brock Lesnar, right?
Yep, Brock Lesnar. He defeated him twice, actually.
Yeah. I didn't like the Brock Lesnar feud because it all was like, after he lost to Roman, they were going to put him in his feud with Brock, and he was screaming like, make me earn it. And it was like, nah.
And I remember because the day after WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and one of the Usos was ready to fight Brock and Cody. And Cody Rhodes attacked him. Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes, just F5. I was looking at the time like, what are we going to do in 5 minutes? Like, no, because it was pretty close to time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, Cody's got some great matches. Are we going to look at? Are we still in Cody?
Yeah. Well, let's go to Logan Paul since he doesn't get enough. Okay, Logan Paul's match. He didn't have no Brock Lesnar. He had he defeated Rey Mysterio, by the way, and saved Rey Mysterio from an injury.
Yeah.
When Rey Mysterio was doing one of his high flying moves he's been doing for 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and this recent WrestleMania, he defeated Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Oh, in the triple threat. Yeah, it makes sense. Yes.
Okay.
I think it was a brass knuckles in that match.
Because
there's always brass knuckles with him.
I thought that Randy Orton was going to win until I saw the SummerSlam poster.
So the funny thing is, Carter says that Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson and Logan Paul's got to fight Cody Rhodes. Like, it's just two different types of, But
in my opinion, Tyson, he's gonna beat Jake Paul, but it's not gonna be quick. I feel like they're gonna build some suspense.
You think he'll play with him a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's gonna
be. But Mike Tyson is okay. To the last I do believe. I mean, I get any of this construed. I believe Mike Tyson's gonna beat Jake Paul, but I don't think he's gonna toy with him because Mike Tyson's an older guy and he doesn't have a lot to toy with in the ring. He's gonna get in and he's gonna try to get it done, unless they have a stipulation in the contract saying it's got to go a certain amount of rounds. I think Mike Tyson's gonna try to get it in the first or second round. But that's a whole nother podcast that we'll discuss all that on.
Yeah, I mean they're related. They're Pauls.
Catch us on our Jake Paul versus Tyson episode that'll be coming up in the near future.
I always say I look like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, you say that.
I look like Tyson too.
Oh, oof. They don't even look remotely like each other. For some reason, Carter think he looks like every black male. Will Smith too, right? Will Smith. What about Martin Lawrence?
Who even is that?
Let's just move on.
You look like Eddie Murphy.
I do not look like Eddie Murphy.
Okay, now we're going to be looking at the accomplishments. As you see, Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul's accomplishments is like...
Okay.
So Cody Rhodes, 2023 Royal Rumble winner. He came in... What number did he came in, like...
30th, I thought?
Yeah, he came
in 30th, yeah.
They
didn't give him a whole lot.
They should have gave him 25. Come on.
Yeah.
In 2024, he came in really early, didn't he?
He came in early in 2024.
Like 3. He came in 3. And he won one match, lost in the next one at WrestleMania. But he's undisputed, one-time undisputed champion, current undisputed champion. How many days do you think he's going to hold the belt?
I would think they will allow him to hold that belt until next WrestleMania.
Next WrestleMania?
Oh, yeah. Unless things drastically change and you have to turn him heel because he's losing the momentum. He's not able to kind of sway the crowd like he does. But I mean, he's a baby face, so it's really no telling because with baby faces, like people get tired of him pretty quick.
I was gonna say SummerSlam.
SummerSlam? No, he's not losing SummerSlam.
SummerSlam? Oh, I guess.
Who's he gonna fight in SummerSlam?
Um,
He's so put it in perspective. Drew McIntyre is gonna fight Damian Priest at Clash of the Castle, and he's gonna win that title there.
CM Punk is gonna fight him at SummerSlam.
CM Punk is gonna fight Drew. So who do you have? Is Seth Rollins gonna be back by then? Because you can reignite that one.
Becky's already back, so he's backstage.
I don't know, but he had surgery, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever the case,
he's also an undisputed tag champion, which you said it was a waste of time putting him in jail. It was a waste of time, yeah. But I think it was funny and it was interesting. Although I don't think they had many defenses. I think they lost it their first defense on a pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view, they lost it, I feel like. They ain't have it that long.
Yeah.
I looked up Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania record thinking it was going to be like 5-2. It is 2-8.
Oof. It's not a good one.
And half of those losses are in tag matches.
He's also been an Intercontinental champion.
Yeah.
So you don't have that on there, but he's been an Intercontinental champion. I don't know how many times.
Well, this is from 2022, his return.
Oh, it's a return.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, I forgot the stipulation already, people.
And we also Logan Paul, on the other hand, his WrestleMania record is 2-1. He's been having great WrestleMania matches, though. Come on, him versus Kevin versus Randy, and then him versus Seth Rollins last year.
Oh, gotcha.
Him and Seth Rollins last year. That was a good.
That was a great match.
That was a good.
That was one of the best matches of that WrestleMania.
Especially because we had to sit 30 minutes and watch Austin Theory beat up John Cena before that match.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
because that was the second match.
Yeah,
and he is a U.S. champion, but I think that he has the ability to be heavyweight champion.
You think so?
Heavyweight champion.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
35.
Wrestling purists probably don't feel that way because he didn't come from the grind of the wrestling and getting into it. He didn't start that way. So a lot of wrestling purists may feel differently, but I agree. I think he should give him a.
That's why most of the people who don't come from wrestling, they always are heels.
Yeah.
Or they faces and no one likes them, like
Ronda
Rousey.
This is a new generation too. So at one point, like we didn't hear about wrestling because we didn't have the internet until they hit WWE or WCW or ECW. We didn't know about these wrestlers that are in the indies or that are, or after they left, we don't hear anything about them because they're not in our magazines anymore. Now everything is at the speed of your phone. So you have guys that, are wrestlers or that are personalities. And if they want to become a wrestler, they have an easier path there because they bring with them their crowd, and WWE wants their crowd. It's a for-profit business. So, yeah.
You think that Paul Heyman and Logan Paul would be good?
I think so.
I think that before Paul Heyman takes his ECW stuff, puts it in his house, and goes home, he needs to be with Logan Paul.
So let me ask you this, because, and this is sort of related here. We just watched SmackDown, and we just watched this new Bloodline, which sucks. Am I right?
Team of Bloodline.
Why are you, again, the idea that someone said, I got a great idea. Let's just bring in a few more Samoans and create a new bloodline while Roman's gone. Personally, the bloodline should no longer exist while Roman's not there. Paul Heyman is wasting his time with these guys because there's really no story to tell there. It's just like these guys come out.
And
Solo Sikoa isn't that over for you?
Tonga isn't. He's gotten far in the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah, but he's not over.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of Paul Heyman's abilities to continue to walk the ring with these guys. I don't like it one bit. I do think if you want to do something really great, I think you constantly have Paul Heyman talking to Cody Rhodes and telling him, like, look, I represented every single champion to walk this brand for the past how long? There's no reason why shouldn't be representing you. And you play that angle, but you play the Cody like, no, I'm a good guy. I can't have you representing me. And then Paul Heyman saying, well, I can make your life a living hell, or I can represent you. And then really that's your next feud. And then you just have Paul Heyman grab onto these guys that don't really matter and just send them Cody's way. And that's how you create your next few storylines for Cody. It's basically Paul Heyman is like, he's the puppet master behind the scenes. And I mean, again, because this is new bloodline, ain't it? It's not happening.
No.
When Roman comes back, he needs to basically put Solo and all the rest of these and them boys out the group.
They're gonna be in NXT 2.0.
They'll be gone soon. And I think they realized that very quickly. It's almost like when I was like younger, when the NWO, when you had Scott Hall left because he was having things going on. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he wasn't always there, so you had Kevin Nash. But then you had all these other factions of NWO try to come up and recreate that original group of 3-4 people, and it was never the same. People hated it. They were okay. It was just too many people saying that they were NWO, and they weren't great NWO people. They were just WCW people with a black and white shirt on. No, thank you. This is the same thing. These are just NXT people with a Bloodline t-shirt on. No, thank you, WWE.
They didn't even come from NXT. They just came from Indies. Like, come on.
Yeah.
These are Gotham City villains. Come on, people.
Yeah. If anything, they should have been in the group before Roman left. Because Solo just all of a sudden bringing people in, it doesn't really make sense. But I digress.
Oh my gosh. Remember that terrible faction that would just come out and attack people in the dark?
Which one was? Oh, yeah. Which one was that?
Retribution.
Retribution, yeah.
And they just ruined all the
because that was...
they just came in the dark.
What's his name? That was his group. That they released. Mustafa Ali. Yeah, he's doing good in the Indies. I see his posts on Instagram that he's like undefeated in the Indies.
I used to like Mustafa Ali before Cody. Kofi.
Before COVID.
No, before Kofi Kingston was going for Daniel Bryan, and he was in it. Yeah, and he had the little the glove with the light.
He was like Iron Man because he had the light on both hands, but he also had it going across his chest.
In the mask.
Yeah, in the mask. Yeah,
he was ready before we were.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, but yeah, he's he's doing good. Well, we're gonna look him up later, but yeah, he's doing pretty good. Maybe look up a match to see if he's a high flyer. So
he's another Ricochet.
He is, yeah. They got a lot of Ricochets.
They bring him back to. They'll bring him back to be the second person to hold the Speed Championship.
There you go.
The Speed Championship.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So what do you? So both of these guys are great in their own right. Cody Rhodes is 1,000 times great in his right, but Logan Paul is also 1,000 times great in his right because he brings an audience that WWE can't reach. Or haven't been able to reach.
He has a multi-million-dollar brand.
Yeah, but then Cody Rhodes is the one. He's the wrestling purist. He comes from this family. His dad was one of the greatest wrestling promoters / creators / it's a wrestling family. So yeah, I do think like you get the best of both worlds with having both of these guys in and both of these guys taking up TV time. And if other wrestlers won't fall in line behind these guys, that's their fault because you always make sure the person that are feeding everyone else, they get the most push on TV,
I think that this match is going to be a good 34-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nice. People going to go back and forth.
There's
going to be some chants.
They said the Saudis handpicked Logan Paul.
They would.
Makes sense, right? Because, they're paying.
Logan Paul has YouTube videos of him going to Saudi Arabia, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
does.
They
probably love him there. So, but yes, I do. I think we'll have a good. This is not this weekend. It's the next weekend, right?
Yeah.
The next weekend. Okay.
Well, the weekend that you'll be posting this, right?
Maybe. Well, we'll talk about the behind the scenes stuff. I'm just trying to figure out when is King and Queen of the Ring. Is it coming up this weekend or is it going to be
the 25th?
Oh, it's the 25th. Okay. All right. So yeah. But,
Oh, we have to talk about who we think is going to be the king and the queen before we end the show.
There we go.
Because this is... Okay, so... Hold up.
So I'll talk while you're typing. So Queen of the Ring, I think we both felt like Jade Cargill is going to win Queen of the Ring. To me, the King and Queen of the Ring is great when they're heels.
She got out, though.
Oh, she is out, right? Oh, we did watch SmackDown. Who's still in? No. Go back up, right there, right there, right there. Is that no? That's a previous year. So
for the men's, we have Randy Orton, Tama Tonga, Uso, and Gunther.
So Gunther is gonna win the men's.
Yeah, because
none of them other names are interesting. He's a great heel already. The women, you know what I'm thinking now? Who eliminated her? Nia Jax. I do think Nia Jax is gonna be Queen of the Ring. Because who else is left?
Bianca.
No.
Io Sky. No, Io Sky. Yeah, Io Sky, and then Valkyria.
No.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be Bianca and Gunther.
I'm gonna say Gunther and Nia Jax.
Look how terrible the one was last year. Like,
oh no, Zelina won that one last year.
No,
so
the people in this.
That doesn't matter. It don't matter who won. And Selena's one of my favorite people.
They need to step up their game with this.
So that's your predictions. Gunther and Bianca Belair.
And Liv Morgan is gonna win the women's championship from Becky Lynch.
Oof.
And Sami Zayn is gonna retain. No, Chad Gable's gonna win the Intercontinental Championship because Sami Zayn only won it to pass it down.
Yeah, I think that
because they couldn't have sense. A little person like Chad Gable beat Gunther.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. So yeah, we got our predictions. And anything else for this show?
Triple H with his little his 5 matches every 3 weeks on these pay-per-views. That's all he does.
Yeah.
He has often pay-per-views and it'd be a few matches.
There's more matches. I think they just don't show them all. Because like I think when we go in person, there's always matches like if it's a live show, there's always matches that don't make air. And I think what ended up happening is like this Saudi Arabia, there's probably gonna be like 8 to 10 matches. But they'll be way before. There'll be pre-show matches.
They always bring LA Knight to do them little pre-show matches.
Is he still in? Oh, he lost, so he's not even in it.
He's gonna have a pre-show match against someone like The Miz.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe. No, it's gonna be against Carmelo Hayes. Because they both lost, and Carmelo Hayes was like, "Hey, you couldn't take care of business," and he went out there and he couldn't take care of business.
I wonder where Carmelo Hayes is from.
I don't know. You look him up. He's in there. But let's take us on out of here.
If you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe. I can't do an African accent. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, Carter_TV. Where's our outro music at?
Hello, fellow Australians. Aussie.
Shouts out to,
Jay Cargill and the fam.
Jay Cargill, Zelina Vega, Bianca Belair, Nia Jax. We see you. Shouts out to all of them.
Oh, and LWO.